welcome to the Cruise Show. I'm Carly and this is John. Well, if you're looking for your next cruise holiday or your first cruise holiday, then look no further, because we have got some amazing deals and lovely itineraries on some of the biggest ships in the world for this summer and autumn, because we are cruising with Royal Caribbean International and they have thought of everything. And to tell us a little bit more about them, it's the cruise man himself, Mr. John Cooper.
Thanks very much indeed, Carly. Well, Royal Caribbean International, they've just got it all. When it comes to inventing things, they're right at the cutting edge of things. Who'd have thought you could have had an ice rink on a ship? Who would have thought you could have a flow rider on a ship? They're there, and you can go on them. And the shows are absolutely outstanding. The food is incredible, and the amount of things to do around the ship. Once again, if you never got off the ship, the whole cruise, you would have the time of your life. However, there are also the wonderful ports of call, which enhance the whole idea of the cruise as well. And there's some wonderful ports of call. When you consider the value for money you're going to get, it really is incredible. We're going to be taking on board some of the ships today. We're also going to be showing you some of the itineraries that you can be going on. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more below, and if you want to know more, all you have to do is call a number. That's what we're here for at Vision Cruise, to help you have the time of your life on the very best cruise possible. And you know what? We've been doing it for over 25 years. That's why we can get you the best Royal Caribbean deals around.
So let's get started with a 14-night cruise around the Canary Islands. This is going in September on board the Independence of the Seas. So let's join John for a little look around.
So this is the Royal Promenade. You've got everything here from a Ben & Jerry's, and you never stay in that stateroom up there. You get free Ben & Jerry's ice cream all time long. And then we've got the cafe, we've got shops and entertainment. There's even a pie shop. So I'll pop in here, so if you get here and there's none, you know where's all the pies. So here we are, just arrived on board, and where are we? Well, it's the law of the sea, isn't it? Bit of rabbit food, not too much. Oh, this looks lovely. There's so much choice, isn't there? So much choice. Oh, I'll have some of that. Oh, some tomato. Onion. I love a bit of onion. Look at the hams and the cheeses. Lots of meat on. If you really want to treat yourself while you're on holiday, why don't you pop into Chops Grill? The steak and seafood here are absolutely incredible, and you'll just love it. There's tables for families or couples. It's whatever you want, but I know one thing you will want. You want a really juicy steak, and you'll get one. When it comes to accommodation, there's lots to choose from. Now this is the Royal Suite, and I can't promise you that all rooms are going to be like this, with things like their own bar, their own, well, lounge area that's bigger than my lounge at home, bedroom through there with ensuite, of course, and a grand piano. Yeah, I just can't believe it. This is just fantastic.
John, do you know the piano's on my foot?
You hum it, I'll play it. Well, if you're staying in the Royal Suite and you're wondering, is there going to be enough space to hang all my clothes? Well, this is the walk-in wardrobe. I mean to say, there's enough for all my stuff here, and a couple of guests as well. When you've had a hard day at the water park and you're a bit hot and bothered, what's the best thing you can actually do? Well, how about coming to one of these, Sprinkles? The thing is, it's ice cream and you help yourself and it's free. Now that's dangerous. I'll be back in a while for more. Well, you've caught me. I'm in the solarium area, just relaxing and taking it in and checking the compass to find out what's to do on the ship. And there's so much to do. Do you know what? There's so much to do. I think I'll just be busy doing nothing. But that's what cruise holidays are about. Your way, especially on the independence of the seas. Well, everybody's got the 15 minutes worth in them, haven't they? And this is your chance as well. It's the on-air studio. It's a karaoke lounge and it gets seen around the ship. My chance. Do you know, I'd love to have been a fly on the wall in the room when someone at Royal Caribbean International's HQ suggested they put an ice rink on a ship. Well, obviously that wouldn't work. Well, maybe it would. Now, the thing is, you can learn to skate here, or you can just sit back and watch the shows on ice. It's spectacular. So here we are on the Independence of the Seas. It is one of the biggest, funnest ships to sail out of the UK. Well, it's full. It has just over 3,500 people on board. But you know what? You wouldn't know that by the space around the decks. Do you know there's 22 different bars and places to mingle of an evening? It's like a floating holiday resort. Yes, there are hot tubs, there's swimming pools, there's the movies which you can see, there's jogging tracks, there's mini golf, there's the flow rider, there's the theatre. Need I say more? There is so much going on, and the food is incredible as well, from the Windjammer to the main restaurant, which is like a fine dining experience in itself. Do you know, when you think what's involved in a Royal Caribbean International holiday, and you look at the Independence of the Seas, it's a holiday you should really think about taking. I love it, and I think you will do too. Yeah, it is really good, isn't it? It really is good. The Independence of the Seas, or the Indy, as she's known to people who go on it, it's a lovely ship. Now, this is a holiday going to the Canary Islands, which just enhances the whole experience as well, doesn't it? Going on the 16th of September for 14 nights. It's the back 2 weeks of September. Just as the weather's starting to turn here, you run back to the sunshine. There's nothing better to do than that, is there? We're going to tip up at Southampton. They'll take your luggage off you. You'll saunter on board. You'll go the Windjammer, as I did there. It's the buffet. It's the law of the sea. Then we'll cruise out from Southampton waters, and our first port of call is Vigo in Spain. This is in Galicia in Spain, and do you know what? Known for its fishing, and where the ship pulls in is right in the heart of the city centre. There's a shopping centre right next door to where the ship pulls in. It's tempting, girls. It really is. Then we're into into Lisbon. Lisbon, once again, a capital city. So much to do. Explore the 7 hills of Lisbon. Then we're into Cadiz. This is where you can go to Seville for the day. Wow, that is good. But Cadiz itself is incredible too. And you go on the Sherry Triangle. Go and have a look at that. Great. Then we're down to the Canary Islands, Lanzarote. Absolutely gorgeous. The beaches here are to die for, and it's going to be toasty hot. Gran Canaria. Once again, I'm thinking Las Palmas shopping, duty free as well. It's got to be done, hasn't it? And then, of course, there's all the beaches like Porto Morgana, stuff like that. Then we're across to Tenerife. Tenerife, once again, take your golf clubs, Golf del Sur. Then there's the Loro Park, the Para Park, that's gorgeous. Then we're across to La Palma. Now, La Palma is a small island, but this is where Christopher Columbus set out to find the New World, and there's sort of memorability to him everywhere. Then we're into Madeira, the Garden Island, the cascading bougainvillea all down the hillside. Oh, the fragrance is wonderful. La Coruña, the oldest lighthouse in Europe there. You can go and visit that, or maybe take a pilgrimage to Santiago de Compostela. What a wonderful experience that is too. And then finally, we'll cruise you back into Southampton. So lots of wonderful ports of call, on top of all the wonderful things on board the ship. I mean, what's not to like about this holiday? £1,349 gets you involved and gets you to experience some of the most wonderful things you can. Remember, this is going 14 nights on the 16th of September. And what you've got to remember is what's included in the price. Like, the ice rink's included, the flow rider's included, all the ice cream is included, the shows are included, the food is included. There is so much included in the price. That's what makes it such great value for money. If you want more details, just call that number 0333 7777 899. Remember, at Vision Cruise, you're talking to the experts.
You really are. What a great itinerary, and at a great time of year as well. As John said, the weather here is just starting to change, and you can be heading off to the Canary Islands and on board that fantastic ship. You saw John on board there. There is so much to do. There's no chance you're going to get bored, is there? And if you want to, you can just relax. Just find a sun lounger and do nothing the whole time. The choice is yours. Let's have a little sail back through those details. So we're going to be sending you out from Southampton and heading for Vigo, this lovely fishing port. You could sample some fresh fish while you're there. Then we're going to head for Lisbon. Make sure you get a picture of the stunning St George's Castle overlooking the city from the highest hill there. It's absolutely beautiful. Then we are into Cadiz. Maybe soak up the rich history in Seville for the day. Before we sail you then along to the Canary Islands to Lanzarote. Maybe take a visit to one of the vineyards while you're there, or Timanfaya National Park for some amazing volcanic views. Then we're into Gran Canaria, relax on a lovely beach for the day. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Then we are into Tenerife, maybe head up Mount Tidy for some spectacular views, or a day at the Loro Park for something a bit different. Then we're into La Palma. It's small and picturesque. You can maybe enjoy another day relaxing on the beach here. Before we arrive into Madeira, the Garden Island, it's just stunning there. Maybe take a jeep safari or the cable car at Monte, and definitely sample some green sangria while you're there. Then we're going to finish up in La Coruña. Great for shopping here in La Coruña, so make sure you finish off your holiday with a little bit of souvenir shopping. And then we're going to sail you back into Southampton, and all of that from fares of just £1,349. What are you waiting for? What a great escape when the weather changes. Get yourself on the phone. It's 0333 7777 899. Well, this next itinerary is a lovely one on board the Navigator of the Seas. So let's have a little look what you can expect on a Voyager class of ship.
Well, once again, lots. There's lots on board. Once again, you've got that Royal Promenade. And of an evening, that just comes alive. They have parties down there and all sorts. And there's like wine bars and things. It's just wonderful. I like that. I really do enjoy that. Then you get to top deck. This is where you've got like the water parks. You've got the sunbathing areas. You've got lots to do. This is where they've got all the fun things on top deck as well. So you can really, really enjoy the whole experience. And talking of the whole experience, there's so much to do once you get inside the ship as well. This is Johnny Rockets, which is the 1950s burger bar, and then there's the main restaurant. This is a fine dining experience. Look at the chandeliers. It's over three decks as well. Fine dining every night, waiter service, a la carte. Great shows, absolutely fabulous shows, which the West End style shows. Now, you know how much it costs to get to a West End show these days? Best part of £100. And these are included in the price. It truly is wonderful. Once you've experienced it and you've done it, you'll be back for more and more and more. You will. Comfortable accommodation, and the accommodation really is sumptuous. And they have people that look after you as well. They come and clean your stateroom and pick your towels up off the floor, and all. It's great. You'll never get back to it at home, I tell you. And then around the ship, I say there is so much to do if you want to do it. But if you just want to sit back, relax, and let the world go by, well, that's what holidays are for. It's entirely up to you. It's your holiday. And with Royal Caribbean, you can do it your way, especially on a ship like the Navigator of the Seas. Now, this is going around France, Portugal and Spain. It's going on the 25th of August for 7 nights. Now, that is the last week, more or less, of the school holidays in England and Wales. So it's really high season. When I was a kid, this was always the week that we went away. The last week, so you got home, and you had to go to school. And it's terrible. Never mind. I've got over it now. But you just turn up at Southampton. If they take your luggage off you, you saunter on board, go to the buffet, Law of the Sea, your luggage turns up at your stateroom, cruise out. Our first port of call, Le Havre in France. Now, this is where you go to Paris for the day. I'm thinking of Le Louvre, or maybe the Champs-Élysées, the Eiffel Tower, Sacré-Cœur. It's wonderful. Then we cruise into Lisbon, another capital city. I'm thinking how educational this is for the kids as well.
Absolutely.
Do you know, to see capital cities like this and different countries, different cultures. Then we went to Vigo in Galicia in Spain. Last time I went to Vigo, we went on a mussel trip to see all the mussel beds, and then we did wine tasting afterwards. Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
It was terrible, but someone had to do it. And then we cruise you back into Southampton. 7 wonderful nights away, visiting 3 wonderful countries. And look at the price, £799. £799. When you consider that includes your food, all your ice cream, your shows, all that, it includes so much. It really is. I mean, we've included, like, the Ocean Adventures Club for kids. Have you ever booked your kids into a kids club at one of these resorts overseas? It's always, we need we need €5 today for this. We need €6. There's nothing else to pay. There's, the whirlpools, the nightclubs there as well. Absolutely wonderful. The I keep forgetting. You see the latest movies on board as well. I forget to see that. Dancing classes. There's all the live music. The comedy shows, they love 24-hour snacks. Walk this way.
Talking.
Thank you very much indeed. There's a fitness centre, a sauna. There's so much. There's a library. If you want to borrow some books, you can do that. The Viking Crown Lounge is gorgeous. There's room service available. The H2O Zone, that's the water park. There's pool towels. You don't have to bring your own towels. They have pool towels ready for you. There's bingo, karaoke. That's dangerous, isn't it? That's dangerous. Yeah. I wouldn't leave me loose in the karaoke, I tell you. I'll clear this ship out. But all that, and it's all included for $799. $799 for a week in August at the height of the summer. If you've never been on a cruise holiday before, get your bags out the loft. This is worth a try. This is worth a try. I'm telling you now, you'll love it. And if you've got kids, my bingo, they'll love it too. Do you know what? They'll have the time of their lives. I know when I took our kids on a cruise the first time, I was really, really worried. They loved it. They loved it. And so will yours.
Absolutely. If you've ever been looking for a land holiday and you're thinking, right, what do we want in this resort? Different restaurants, or what things to keep the children amused, or near a beach, you end up having to make compromises, don't you? On a Royal Caribbean ship, there's no need to make any compromises because they've thought of everything. It really is a floating resort, and one you're going to have the time of your life on. So let's have a little sail back through those details. So we're going to be sailing you out from Southampton and heading for Le Havre. Now, if you've never been to Paris, you can visit this incredible city from here. See sites like the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, Notre Dame Cathedral. And if you have been to Paris and you think, well, I'd quite fancy doing something different, maybe head to Normandy for the day, or the little fishing town of Honfleur is absolutely beautiful. Then we're going to be sailing you into Lisbon, the Portuguese capital, to a lovely medieval feel. There's some great shopping opportunities while you're there, and the Sail Inn is also a highlight, so make sure you're out on deck for that. And the main square, I'd recommend heading there for the traditional custard cake and a spot of people watching. Oh yes, something we like doing. And then we are off to Vigo, maybe sample some seafood in this delightful fishing port, or for something a little bit different, maybe try a Segway tour, have a little zip around and see all the sights. Then we're going to be sailing you back into Southampton, and all of that from fares of just $799 per person. This is the 25th of August this year for 7 nights. France, Spain and Portugal, all in the one holiday. What are you waiting for? Get yourself on the phone. It's 0333 7777 899. Well, we've got our next itinerary now. We are heading around the Mediterranean back on board the Independence of the Seas. So let's see what you can expect on board.
Well, let's go back on board, shall we, and have a look around. Once again, this is that promenade. They call it the Royal Promenade. And of an evening, it's almost like a high street at sea. Oh. And it has such a great atmosphere on board as well. And they throw parties there and all sorts. This is the Windjammer. This is the buffet restaurant. And can I just say, they have all sorts of different foods there, like Mexican and this type of thing, so you can really choose. And then they have the main restaurant, which is fine dining every night, waiter served. Here's the menu, sir. What would you like? And there's there's all sorts of different dinings. This is the solarium, the adult-only solarium, which is really lovely. And they've got those those hot tubs, which just you just bubble away all day in. Yeah. And I love them. I can bubble away in them all day. I tell you. There's a fitness centre there too. The kids' H2O zone. That's where that ice cream machine is. Oh. Dangerous. Dangerous. And also they have the main pool with the cinema screen. Crazy golf. I mean, how much does it cost to play crazy golf? About 6-7 quid.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You know, you pay as many times as you like. It's free. The Flow Rider, to have a go to Flow Rider is about 20 quid. And of course, you know, you just go on it as many times as you like, free.
Oh, I bet you would as well, John.
Yeah, we can't keep me off it. Can't keep me off it. There is so much involved. The accommodation really comfortable, great food, great service. You know, there's nothing not to like about this holiday. There really isn't. And then when you see where we're going around the Mediterranean highlights. This is on the 30th of September for 14 nights. It's the first 2 weeks in October. Do you know what I like about the Med at that time of year? The intense heat's gone, but it's still warm. There's less tourists, and you can really get to see the attractions. So you turn up at Southampton, they take your luggage off you. The next time you see it, it's at your stateroom. You just saunter on board, we'll cruise out, and our first port of call, Malaga, on the Costa del Sol. Well, we're here already, aren't we? The Costa del Sol, there's so much to do here. Alhambra Palace in Malaga is lovely. Also, I mean, maybe down to Port Banús for the day. Then further into the Mediterranean we go, and Cartagena beckons on the Costa Tropical. If you want to get, there's the Roman amphitheatre there, which you're really going to love. Then we're across to Civitavecchia. This is the port for Rome. Once again, this time of year, Rome is great for wandering around. You go to see the Vatican, maybe the Colosseum as well. Then we're into Livorno in Italy. This is where you can go and see maybe Florence, with its domes and its architecture, which is lovely. Then we're across to Toulon in the south of France. Absolutely incredible. This week we go to Provence for the day. It's lovely. The great market there first thing in the morning, by the way. Then we're across to Gibraltar, the rock itself, a little bit of Britain, duty free, pound sterling, and those little cheeky baby apes. Go to see them. Then we cruise into Lisbon, the capital of Portugal. We cruise under the April the 25th bridge, which is an experience in itself. You really will love it. And then we're back into Southampton. 14 nights of Royal Caribbean International cruising for £1,199. That's what's so good about this holiday, especially when you think of where you're going. You know, the place you're taking, it's going the first 2 weeks, 30th of September, first couple of weeks of October, in real terms, isn't it? That's when it really is going. And, you know, think how much a really good 4-star hotel would cost you in anywhere like Malaga for 2 weeks, full board, with all this, with trips to the theatre, the water park included in the price, free ice cream all day long for the kids, theatre shows, and I'm talking top quality theatre shows. Do you know, this year at the moment on board the Independence of the Seas, they're doing Grease, and it's the full West End production of it with an orchestra. How much would it cost to go and see that in the West End? It's included in the price. All you have to do is dial that number and we'll do the rest. 0333 7777 899. That is one decision you will never regret.
Absolutely. I don't know about you, but I have a list of places I would like to visit in my lifetime, and I've started ticking them off over the years, and this itinerary has got quite a few of those places in there. I'm sure there's some of them on your list as well. Imagine heading to Rome, to Florence, to Pisa, to Gibraltar. You could be doing that on that amazing ship, entertained every evening, every day. You're going to have the time of your life. Let's have a sail back through those details. So we're sending you out from Southampton and heading for Malaga. This is our first port of call there, and it's in southern Spain. Maybe visit the palace and cathedral or relax on the beach for the day. Then we're heading for Cartagena, one of Spain's busiest commercial centres. It's got a beautiful castle and some lovely city walls to walk around there as well. Then we're into Civitavecchia for Rome, of course. You've got Trevi Fountain, the Vatican, the Colosseum. So much to see and do while you're there. Then we're going to arrive into Livorno. Maybe head for the romantic capital of Italy, Florence, or go and see the Leaning Tower in Pisa. Then we're off to Toulon. Maybe visit the old quarter with its ancient cathedral and moss-covered fountains. It's just beautiful. Then we'll arrive into Gibraltar. Maybe head up the rock there for incredible views, or into the caves. They're well worth it. Before we arrive into Lisbon, so much to do there. Great shopping, great food, and maybe try a 4x4 adventure for something a little bit different before we sail you back into Southampton. And all of that from just 1199. Get yourself on the phone and on this cruise. It's 0333 7777 899. But it's now time for our quick picks.
Well, we start off this time around on the Independence of the Seas going to France and Spain on the 27th of May. Now, this is half term in a lot of areas, from Southampton to Le Havre for Paris, Cherbourg, Bilbao, Dijon, then back into Southampton, £799. It is half term. Yeah, going to Le Havre for Paris, Cherbourg in France, Bilbao in Spain. It's lovely. 0333 7777 899. If you want to have a go at this one, it's a wonderful holiday and it could be yours. Next, we're off around the Western Mediterranean on the Navigator of the Seas on the 8th of July for 14 nights, from Southampton to Gibraltar to Villafranche, Venice, Ajaccio in Corsica, Cagliari, lovely. Palma, Mallorca, where we're going to overnight on board the ship in Mallorca. Maybe go to the Pirates Adventure while you're there. Malaga, Cadiz, and then back into Southampton. 40 nights away, middle of July, 1399. That's the height of summer cruise. 0333 7777 899 if you want to get yourself involved in that one. Then we're on the Independence of the Seas on the 20th of August for 13 nights, from Southampton to Malaga to Cannes in the south of France, Barcelona, Palma, Mallorca, Cadiz in Spain, Lisbon in Portugal, Vigo in Spain, and then back into Southampton. 1399 and the last 2 weeks of the school holidays. That is a lovely holiday. If you want it, all you have to do is give us a call and get yourself involved.
Well, if you've never cruised before, now is definitely the time. And with Royal Caribbean International, you won't be disappointed, because there is so much to do on board and so many lovely itineraries. If you'd like information about more itineraries, have a look on the website, visioncruise.co.uk. But from myself and from John, well, it's time for us to go. We're going to see you next time.
Yes, thanks for watching, and remember, all you have to do is carry on cruising. See you soon. Bye now.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.